What's poppin', peeps? T-Money up in the house on this Saturday evening, here to do a review for Body Bags. This week was, I think, a freebie, or a free-for-all, so I chose a kind of an odd one, but I wanted to do a movie that was kind of controversial, I guess, something that I don't really particularly like or feel comfortable watching, but I wanted to branch out and kind of just stray from doing them, because I always do movies that I love, and so it's not that I didn't love this movie, or didn't like this movie, but I just, it's odd. So anyway, the film I chose is Stranger by the Lake, from 2013. I think it came out in 2014. It's a French film directed by Alain Giraudoux. Apologize for the pronunciation of the French characters here. It is a drama thriller, and it's been kind of coined as a gay-themed Hitchcockian thriller. At first I thought it was actually a Hitchcock film, but it's not at all. It's from 2013, and it is just Hitchcockian in its ways, I guess. So, yeah, it's Hitchcock. It's got a lot of cock in it. From 2014, it stars Frank and Michael. Frank and Michael, those are the two main characters, the two lovers. Frank is played by Pierre Delanchamps, and Christophe Payou is Michael. I will read you the synopsis from the back of the film. It says, one of the most critically acclaimed films of this year, 2014, Stranger by the Lake has been described as a modern-day Hitchcockian masterpiece. A picturesque cruising spot in the countryside of France sets the scene between desire and murder. Franck, a regular at the lake, meets the handsome Michael and soon falls in love with the mysterious stranger. When a body is discovered in the lake, Franck soon falls in love. Franck and Michael. When a body is discovered by the lake, Franck and Michael soon become primary suspects of the investigation. Stranger by the Lake is a unique, erotic thriller of seduction and sexual obsession that builds to an unforgettable and terrifying climax. So I guess we'll just jump right into the strengths and weaknesses of the film, in my opinion. What I liked about the film, I mean, as far as the atmosphere goes, it was cool. It was a nice atmosphere, a nice setting, French countryside, lake. So it was very picturesque, nicely shot. The cinematography, was pretty beautiful. The acting was great. It was on point for sure. I don't really know. And the climax. Those three things: atmosphere, acting, and climax were, I think, the strengths. Wow, there's a huge spider to the right of me, guys. Creepy crawly. Holy shit, it's big. I'll take care of it after the video. I don't like spiders. But yeah, so let's see. Let's see. It says the film was screened. Oh, by the way, this film won, I think, Best Director. Or the director, Alain Giraudoux, won Best Director in some, I forget. Oh, the Cannes Film Festival, 2013. He won for an award for Best Director. It also won the Queer Palm Award. So I guess we'll jump into, because there's a lot that I didn't like. Being that I am straight, it was kind of awkward, I guess. There was a lot of male nudity, a lot of male sex in this film. There's even like cum shots. I don't know how else to say it. It's like pretty not what I expected at all. Like I didn't know that I was gonna be watching guys jerking each other off and making love on the beach. And I mean, there's no real penetration, I don't think, but it's there's like a cum shot scene where I don't even know. It was intense. Like it just made me kind of feel awkward. But again, watching it as art and for the unique drama thriller film that it is, I could respect that. It's just not something I would watch, I guess, more than once, if you know what I mean. Although I might, because there are some things, I think I was so overwhelmed by all the male nudity that I might have missed a few things as far as the story and plot go. So it actually is one that I'd probably watch again, just to go through everything, because So yeah, basically you've got these two characters. One of them, it's basically takes place on a male nude beach. So this guy, Frank, is kind of just like a regular at the beach. He always goes there, and I think to meet and hook up with other guys. And like in the beginning, for what it's worth, you see him and this other guy like mingling. I guess they had a thing, and then the other guy goes off with some other guy. So he's kind of single, and he's upset at that. So he continues to go to the beach to meet somebody else. Now he witnesses a murder one night, staying late at the beach. For whatever reason, he stays late in the dark, and he sees these two men swimming out in the ocean, or on the lake rather, and one of them drowns the other and proceeds to walk on the beach. Now, knowing who this man is, I'm not really sure why. I guess it's just a strong physical attraction to him. He ends up seeing the guy, the killer, the mysterious killer, again on the beach, you know, befriending him, and they fall in love with each other. So that's basically your story. You've got a guy who falls in love with a killer, and he watches a murder take place, and yet knowing that the murder took place, you know, he continues to, he falls in love with the man. That's basically your story. There's the climax at the end I don't want to say too much about, because that's where the action is. Most of the action takes place, other than the drowning in like kind of the first quarter of the film. So I could see, I guess another negative thing is the film is kind of boring, unless maybe you're into male nudity and porn. If that's your thing, then you'll probably like this, and if you like horror, then boom, you've got everything you love. But being that I am not so much into that, I felt it was kind of boring, and I wasn't really down for watching men go at it the whole time. So yeah, but again, the story was good. It was strong. It just wasn't, you know, it's not a gory film. It's a gay drama thriller, and that's unique, I guess, for the subgenre of horror. So I appreciate it for that as well. Well shot, like I said. But the climax at the end is good. Like, I don't want to. It involves like the investigator, a friend of Frank's on the beach. He kind of befriends this guy in the beginning of the film, and he is kind of suspicious of Mikkel, like, but he's not sure. So anyway, there's a whole climax, and it's a cool ending. But the very end, I guess I didn't really like, because it was just kind of left open. It's hard to say how I felt about it without spoiling it, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. But this film's it was critically acclaimed. I mean, it says one of the most critically acclaimed films of 2014. Culture Mass says a masterpiece. Ion Cinema says scintillating. Screen Daily says provocative, mesmerizing, impressive. I'm not going to go on and on. Sublime, seductive, remarkable, tantalizing, stunning, absorbing, voyeuristic. So they went crazy on the quotes here. But yeah, I would say the climax is what makes this film worth it. Again, it is kind of boring, but yeah, so that's it. I don't really have much to say. Other than there's way too much penis in the film for my liking. But again, I would say give it a watch if you're interested in seeing something new and kind of a French take on a French Hitchcockian take on the subgenre of drama thrillers, I guess. Gay drama thriller, sexual drama thrillers, that sort of thing. Not many of these films out there, so it was definitely unique in that respect. So yeah, that's it. That's my film. This is from Strand Releasing Home Video. You can pick this up on eBay, I think, for like, it's expensive, so I don't know if you want to spend $25, but I did. So anyway, and I had originally heard of this. I think Mr. Parka had this in one of his updates, so that's where I initially heard of the film, and that was last year, or 2016. So that's it, guys. Catch you next Saturday with another review then, and have a nice weekend. Stranger by the Lake 2014, and have a nice night. Peace.